Have you ever done a thought shower to supersize and grow your business? Sharon Horne-Ellstrom here. And as much as I want to put on my knee-length rain boots and grab my umbrella, there's no way around discussing this particular idiom or expression. Thought shower, I honestly have never heard this expression before. I kind of figured I knew what it meant. I figured that it was some kind of brainstorming, but researching and looking it up was just one of those exercises in, you gotta be kidding me, really? This began in the early 2000s, actually in 2005. I want to grab my magnifying glass so I can get this right. In 2005, the people in a community, some civic leaders, deemed the word brainstorming politically incorrect. Now, I'm not quite sure why civil servants would be even considering, unless they were going to brainstorm and come up with the solutions to problems, but it doesn't seem like politicians and the government does much of that. So I find it fascinating that they actually had to pick on the word brainstorming, a strategy and a technique that's been around for a lot of years. Actually, in the 1940s, Alex Osborne is credited with actually really using it for business and things. It's been around since the 1890s, and actually it was used by psychiatrists to refer to somebody that was having a nervous attack, a brainstorm, a storm in their brain, literally. But then brainstorming, the action, and we're going to talk about the 7 steps of it, because literally a thought shower is brainstorming by another name. So, but in the early 2000s, civic leaders decided, and in the UK as well in 2008, they actually made the word inappropriate. It's a noun to discuss which new ideas are, we use it to generate new ideas. I'm trying to present it in a way that doesn't actually portray my real feeling about political correctness. To me, politicians and civic leaders are using political correctness, which is something that's made up, by the way, to dumb down the human race, to dumb down humanity. I want to say in the United States, but it obviously doesn't just happen in the United States. It happens in the United Kingdom. It happens in a lot of different countries. But it acts as if, or leaders act as if, human beings are not smart and sensitive enough of their fellow human beings unless it's dictated by the government, which is absolutely ridiculous and ludicrous. So a thought shower is the way to dumb down and make sure we don't hurt anyone's feelings by calling it brainstorming. Now, it was supposed to be to help people that might have mental challenges or mental disorders or cerebral disorders such as epilepsy or something, not feel prejudiced or somehow insulted by the use of the word brainstorm. It's as ridiculous and silly as rainbows being associated with some form of sexuality. Rainbows are something that occurs naturally in nature, and we all love them. So to take things and twist them and change them, any type of language and words and the meaning of things, and to make things up by putting them together in a way that harms humanity, it drives me nuts. And this feels like one of those type activities. So what is a thought shower? Again, a thought shower is just a way of generating a lot of different ideas, normally as solutions to problems, right? Well, one of the problems we have right now is that people are too afraid to talk. All right, sorry, video was totally interrupted by a phone call. So what is brainstorming? What is a thought shower? How can we use it? How can we be cognizant in our organizations of other people's needs and sensitivities without treating them like a bunch of babies and toddlers? If we're smart enough to own our own businesses and have our own businesses, we certainly know how to talk to people and communicate with people in ways that makes them feel empowered. Nobody is going to say things or do things in their organization to hurt other people's feelings. We partner with people, we bring people into our organizations to make it a better place and make the world a better place, not to harm them. So whether you call it a thought shower or whether you call it brainstorming, there are 7 key things to remember when you're doing the process so that you get the best possible results. Number 1, which is kind of germane to the whole discussion, no judgment. We're not judging ideas. We're doing number 1, and number 7 is go for quantity, not quality. So We're not judging, we're brainstorming. We're throwing up as many ideas as we possibly can. And there's all different ways and techniques and strategies and special ways of thought showering or brainstorming. Thought shower to me just sounds like I got dirty doing something and I got to go take a shower. I don't understand how that is better. And I would like to talk to people, I guess a lot of people with mental challenges, and ask them, does the word brainstorming or thought shower, how does that make you feel? So if I have any people in my organizations that are, that have epilepsy, and actually my cousin has epilepsy, several of my relatives have epilepsy, and I've used the word brainstorming around them a lot and never gotten an adverse reaction. So I don't know what the big hullabaloo is about. I quit watching the media in the mid-1980s, and so maybe I just missed the whole buzz and the whole, I want to call it a scam, the whole manipulation about, we can't call it brainstorming anymore because that might hurt somebody's feelings. It's a thought shower now. I have never in my life done a thought shower in my organization or in any of my businesses to come up with ideas to solve a problem or to come up with ideas to serve the people that we're here to serve better. Never even entered my mind. So what's the third thing to remember with respect to thought showering or brainstorming? Build on ideas of others. When somebody throws out an idea, not judging or criticizing, but adding on or changing or morphing or making them even more, combining and improving ideas is always a great addition to the process. Number 4, stay focused on the topic. It's really easy when you're brainstorming and thought showering to come up with ideas that are unrelated. Throw those down somewhere else, but don't have them be in the main body of the ideas that you're coming up with for the project that you're working on. If you're solving, what is your company going to do about COVID, and what are we going to do right now, and ideas for plans and projects for 5 years down the road come up, they're good ideas. They should be captured, but don't capture them in the same place and the same way that you're capturing the ideas to solve your current situation problems. Number 5, one conversation at a time. That's another one. It's really easy in a thoughts shower or a brainstorming session to get off track, to get on different topics, and to have other people just having side conversations, and it's really distracting. The bigger the group, the more opportunity that is, and that more that happens, but it disrespects the person that's talking and sharing their idea. So if we can just wait and do one at a time, one conversation at a time, it's always better. And then be visual. I love to have a visual way of capturing ideas. A giant whiteboard, lots and lots of colorful Post-it notes are another one of my favorite ways. And that's actually one of my favorite ways to brainstorm because I'm reaching for Post-it notes. Everybody can have their own Post-it notes. You don't have to have, they can all be the same color. They can be different colors. They can be different shapes depending on the topic and what you're discussing. Find ways to make it fun for everyone, because showering should be fun. Thought showering, solving problems, finding solutions, coming up with creative ideas should be fun and positive. So whatever you call it in your organization, go out and look for ideas to supersize and grow today. Sorry about my pontificating. I'm going to have to check this video and make sure there's not a big weird break in the middle. Otherwise, go out, have an awesome day. If I can help you in any way, let me know. See you tomorrow with another interesting idiom. What does it mean? Where does it come from? And how might you use it in your business and your life right now? Take care. Bye.